Welcome back to my channel. This is Lin-E, Lin with an E, from the Campfiregirls. Don't have Rosie here. She is with the unknown boyfriend, Kirby, today, while I go shopping. We had an interesting thing. Well, no, it's not interesting. It's gross, actually. Ugh, I can't get the smell. I had a noise going on the other night at Roseys Cabin, and I thought it was, I've got a gas heater stove, and I thought, what's that coming on for? Because I had it turned way down, and so I turned everything down, and I walked over to the stove to see what was going on, and it wasn't the stove. I'm like, okay, because it was kind of like clicking, like a clicking sound, like when it sounds like gas is getting ready to turn on. So I was kind of freaking out a little bit. So the sound, I followed it, and it was in my bathroom vent was clicking. And that was before it was even turned on. So I'm like, there's something in my vent. There's something in there alive. And I turned it on, and hoping, I'm like, hope it's not a mouse. Well, next thing I knew, I heard a clink, clink, clack, whatever, and the vent quit working. So, yeah, it's got a dead mouse in there, and I have a awful dead mouse smell in Roseys Cabin. So Rosie's with Kirby, and I gotta go to the store. So I vented it out. I got windows, well, it's pouring down rain, so it's not too much. I can let the smell out too much. So anyway, I got somebody coming, but it won't be today. So, if there's anything I hate is mice. I had, when I was younger, I had a pet mouse, a white one, when I was very young. Who knows, I was, one of those peace, love, not war childs, and loved everything. Well, that thing ended up, you couldn't keep it caged. It could get out of anything, and it chews everything, and it just, I haven't liked mice since. I know what they can do, they're crazy. They're not, they can get into anything. Anyway, that's why I really can't stand mice, is because I had one for not too long. I had a dog back then that got it, killed it, and I'm like, okay, into my mouse thing. I bet I probably wasn't even more than 7 or 8 years old. But anyway, that's another story. We've had nothing but rain here again, seems like. So I'm hoping I've got another week. I've got a big meetup down in Arkansas. I'm hoping that the rain stops, because part of the campground I'm going to, they said, was flooded. So it ain't too cold. It's on the Washita Lake, Crystal Springs, so my campsite's not flooded. So, but about 30 women going down there, and I don't want to have to cancel the meetup. I've been looking forward to it for so long. Anyway, wanted to talk to you about another thing too. My wonderful subscribers. I'm debating. I love my Van Halen here. Love her very much. But I'm really seriously thinking about trading her in for a medium rough Ford Transit. So I can stand up in it. Or a Ram ProMaster. And I want to get your opinions on what you, if you know, which one would be the better van. I've tried to research about them, and they both, do pretty good mileage as far as their high mileage and stuff. I keep running into the Ford Transit coming in better. So, any opinion on my decision? I'm like, I go back and forth on it because, I'm not full-time yet. I can just, I can keep Van Halen for a while longer, and I'm not getting to travel and camp as much as I want to because, financially I can't. So I'm trying to decide if I should just wait. Now Van Halen's got 49,321 miles as of today, and she had almost 43,000 on her when I bought her, which I haven't even, had Van Halen for a year yet. It won't be a year until July. And so I'm thinking I need to just hold off. I don't know. Any opinions are appreciated. I would love to do a build out on one. I enjoyed doing this no build, because it's not, I didn't change anything to it. I've got all the seats that I can put back in it. I can take everything out of this and it'll be a regular Dodge Caravan. So, if you know anybody looking for one, I'd be interested in selling her, maybe for the right price, because she's a good van. It's got new tires on her, and it would depend on if they wanted to build with her or just the van, So, you might get with me if you know of anybody interested in a really, really good Dodge Caravan. Anyway, otherwise, I'm not going to just, give her away. I'm not, it's a good van. I like her. She drives well. She's getting about, even with the big cargo on top, she gets around 21 miles per gallon, so that's not too bad. And from what I've read, I think the Ford Transits even get less than that in gas mileage. So I'm not all whooped about it yet, but I'm with the cargo van. I think I could get. I'm wanting the bigger one, like a E350, I think, and longer. And I'd like to be able to put a bigger bed, is what I'm wanting, and stand up. And that's mainly the only reason I would even consider getting rid of my van. So I'll just keep looking. I'm looking for them, but I just thought I'd throw it out there and see what you guys think. Keep my Dodge, keep Van Halen here, or go ahead and bite the bullet and get my full-time van for when I can. You never know if I go full-time or not. Don't think I'm going to yet because of Rosie. She loves Roseys Cabin in the yard, but it'd be nice to. It's something I'm considering. Let's just say that. But rain, go away. I've got another question. Besides the possible, switching out of Van Halen and the mouse thing, I put. You've seen Roseys Cabin. If you've watched my videos, I'm way in the middle of, I don't have any, it's just, wildlife all around me. So, I don't have them in the house, but this is the second mouse I've had in the attic that gets into, I had another one that got into the vent, in the microwave vent. So they like my vents in the attic, I guess. So, I've been putting poison up there. And I really haven't had any problem until this one's bad, though. Ugh, yuck, nasty. And of course, Kirby helps me a lot, though. But this one I got to get somebody else because they got to get into this tiny attic, and you know, I said Kirby, I don't want Kirby to mess with that. Plus it's hard. Anyway, what's going on? So hope everybody has a happy Easter, and I will talk to you soon. I'll let you know how the mouse situation turns out. I'm hoping that person I called to take care of it calls me back, says, on my way. Like, okay. They're going to have to take that whole thing out, the whole vent.